Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are just gonna finally just finish setting up November. You guys, on my previous video I told you guys I didn't have anything printed out for this and I was missing a couple of spreads before you guys saw my November budget. So today I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my calendar sticker kit right here. This is for the 2021 version of the Erin Condren monthly, and the difference that you guys see is that this one, at least for my colorful one, we have washi down here, so I include washi to cover that nonsense up, and also the graphics stop right before you hit the edges, so this is good enough for covering that up. However, if you choose this version for your new updated planners, you will see all types of graphics up there and it's not going to be any good. So when you buy stickers from my shop, make sure you check out the listing and the specifications down below, because yeah, y'all need to read what y'all buying. Anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and just get started with setting up my November calendar. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up how I usually do, which is by putting down all my bills, the paydays, events that are happening, and whatever. So anywho, so that is how like the stickers do. They just cover basically the planner. Of course, sticker planning is not necessary. I do it because I love stickers. I'm a sticker creator and I live off of this. So if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Erika. I am 28 years old and I am self-employed by my own sticker shop currently. So thank you guys for always supporting me and my shop. Because of you, I'm able to be at home creating stickers and being able to live off of it. So you guys have been amazing in my debt-free journey. I started my debt-free journey December 16, 2017, I believe. I might be wrong, I might be right on the nail, who knows. But anywho, I started off my journey in 2017. What actually encouraged me to do it, if you guys are not an OG, if you're my OGs, you guys already know. You've seen that scary video. I was like frightened out of my mind. And sorry for the background noise. I swear every time I want to film, like noises just pop up. Anywho, what started off my journey was that I was scared of not being able to afford living out on my own. And I had recently graduated, had gotten my first job, I believe, or I had been a year within my job, and I just could not afford my lifestyle. So it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So I got my life together, because nothing's worse than feeling broke and unable to accomplish anything, especially during the holiday season. Hello? It's here again. Another year, more holidays, and the temptation is there, trust me. So yeah, life got pretty rough during those times, so I decided to like take a look at my finances, and I actually found a planner girl, because if you guys don't know, I love to plan, you guys. I have a whole planning channel. I'll link it up above in a card or down below if you guys are interested. And she had mentioned Dave Ramsey. So if you guys are new, I have been following the Dave Ramsey plan. Now, a lot of you guys might not be like into the Dave Ramsey stuff. That's fine. You guys can have your opinions, but his baby steps work for me. Doesn't mean I agree with everything he has to say, but his plan worked for me and is what got me out of debt. I was in my journey for 3 years, you guys. 3 years, I believe. And I paid everything off. And I am so thankful that I was able to do that, because not only was I able to like, you know, upgrade my living situation, I was able to make a business out of it. Like, that's insane how like YouTube became like a part-time income, how I was able to start my own sticker shop, and you guys have been great as a community in itself. Like, you guys don't even understand the amount of support that you guys give me, really keep me going. But anywho, so here's how my calendar looks. The thing that I just put down because I keep rambling is my rent. Rent is always due on the 1st, so my rent is $1,350. I live in LA, for those who are wondering, and I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, in case you guys are curious. So like I was saying, like I was able to upgrade my living standards. I now have a paid off car. All the bills that you guys see here is just living expenses, which is so nice. To just think that, hey, you know, I don't have, you know, debt to just keep throwing and wasting my money at. I will say though, I will say this. It is hard to not go back into debt. And I don't know if people talk about this or not. Sorry, I have my nails and it takes me a minute to get used to it. But to me, once you're debt free, you as a person, at least for me, I'm a free spirit. I love to spend money if I can. However, sometimes I want to spend more than what I can afford. And trust me, that is very, very, very tempting to be like, well, I got out of debt and I'm better with it. So, you know, what's $100? What's $50 onto it? Don't do it. I'm telling you this now. I'm telling you this now. It's a cycle that, you know, can get you into a lot of trouble. So I have been struggling with that, especially like, I think it's like even just boredom spending, if that's a thing. Now I do have a subscription now. I am paying for Spotify, and I'm paying $4.99 because I have a student subscription now. But I was saying, I'm like, it gets there. Like, temptation is always around the corner. And look at me, I've dealt with this whole situation for, what is it, 3 years? And you would think that by now I have like the discipline. Nope, my free spirit does not stop. It does not. I'm like, and that's the thing that people don't really talk about, is how like the struggle is always real. So when someone pays off their debt, it doesn't mean that they're done budgeting, because trust me, budgeting helps the soul a lot, and it puts into perspective, you know, your income. It puts into perspective like your spending habits and all of that. So this is why I laid down my calendar view. So far I have my rent, my Spotify subscription, my gas bill. This is not a medical bill. Well, it kind of is, because this is my health benefits from work. I'm still under their plan because I am still technically employed by them. So I am still paying for my medical, vision, dental, and life insurance with them. I know a lot of people have asked me of like, what am I going to do once I'm like super self-employed? And the answer is, I don't know, you guys. I have no clue. Oh my God, these background noises. I'm so sorry, you guys. We got airplanes, helicopters, construction workers. We're just gonna deal with it. I'm just glad there's no gardeners today, but watch me jinx that in a minute. I totally blanked out on what I was saying, you guys. Oh my God, I'm terrible. I can't multitask. I'm too worried about everything. But anyhow, I did have my phone bill. It's on the 13th. It's coming up. But yeah, this is how my life is going. It's not looking too bad. The only thing that I'm adding on here is electricity. Let me pull that out. And for that one, this month is $38.12. You guys, this month I've really put my I don't want to like try to cuss on here, but I'm like, I put my ass into like straight up gear, you guys. Like, there is nothing I'm not doing in my power to stay on top of my budgeting this month, just because I need to stay on top of everything, especially since I'm taking care of everything myself, and I don't want to like fall victim to my procrastination, because I'm just like, no thank you, that's not the life I'm trying to live. I'm trying to like make sure I'm staying focused, staying on top, so like that nothing comes as a surprise. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these other bills in. You guys, one thing I have been doing is Orange Theory. I've gone back to the gym, and it's made my mood 10 times better. I don't feel as sluggish anymore, and quality of life has gone up with gym, even though sometimes I don't want to be in there. But anyway, that is what I have for this week. And then other than that, I do have my car insurance. I ran out of the blue ones, so it's fine. I'll do this little gray one. So $133.90. Let me go ahead and put that here. Also, I've seen your comments, you guys, about my personal life, and I get it. People are always interested in everything. However, please and I mean it. Please take my privacy into consideration. I know I'm on the internet. However, that does not mean I want to divulge any information. It doesn't mean I want to show an emotion. It doesn't mean I care to share that aspect of my life. Just how I keep certain aspects of my income private, I like to do the same for other areas of my life. So yeah, thank you guys for the comments, but don't be offended if I ignore you or anything. It's just private. And I hope that you guys can understand and respect those boundaries. Anywho, that looks like about it. Like I said before, my November budget, my internet does come out for my business budget. However, I put it on here so I don't forget like that it's a thing. So this is how my month at a glance looks like, you guys. And tell me that is not like the most beautiful calendar you've ever seen. Literally rent, natural gas, insurance, phone bill, electricity, internet, car insurance, gym, and music subscription. Like, what else could I want to pay? Everything else is just like free money to like put towards other things. However, I did say that I was gonna go ahead and put what do I call it? Events that will affect income wise. So let me start writing this down. So I know on the 30th it's my niece's birthday, so I'm gonna put Yaya's B-Day. So this is gonna have monetary spending, so that's why I put it on here. Jesus. Then I know on the 15th is a Disneyland day, so that's gonna have monetary expenses, so Disneyland, and that's gonna be on the 15th. And then I'm gonna have a week, almost like a week-long vacation with my sister for my niece's birthday. We're gonna go ahead and take her out to one of those amazing theme parks, and we're just gonna stay at a hotel and just experience it completely. However, I don't actually want to put anything on there just in case I do have expenses. However, I do want to go ahead and put down my paydays. So I'm actually going to use, like, I don't know if it'll focus, one of my doodle sheets. This is the payday doodle sheet number 16 to mark down all my paydays, since I don't feel like having like big words on here, since when I expense track, it does take part of it. Now, I was paid on Tuesday the 2nd. I didn't budget for that, however, so I'm not even gonna try to back budget, but I literally didn't even focus on it. Like, this is why I did my budget. Like, what was it, the 7th or the 6th? Because I had already missed a paycheck budget for the first week, and I just like rolled with the punches. However, for this paycheck, definitely doing it. I'm gonna do it on camera right after this. But this month it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paydays, which is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 5 down. And then also a YouTube payday, affiliate payday, is on the 21st, which I'm pretty sure is going to land on a Monday or on a Tuesday, depending on the day. But that is how that is looking like. And since I did get paid already, because I got paid on the 9th, I did go ahead and cash stuff envelope here. I swear, I don't know why these cars are so loud. Like, why can't people have quiet cars? But anywho, I got paid on the 9th. I think today's the 10th, so I got paid yesterday. And then I also transferred out my cash envelopes, so I'm gonna go ahead and put cash envelope stuffing sticker here. If you're interested, these are like currently my favorite stickers, and they're actually by Simply Kamiko. I think she's now by Carla May, so I'll link her down below. But these are amazing stickers. I love them, so it makes me happy when I do it. So I did stuff my cash envelopes yesterday, so the next time I will probably stuff them will be on the 23rd, and I will call it a day from there. Because even though I'm getting paid weekly, I'm only stuffing my cash envelopes on a bi-weekly basis still. So that is how my calendar looks. I do have a key that I want to go ahead and create. This key is by, if I can, I don't know if it'll focus, Queen City Design Co. It's her task key or something like that, key card, and I literally just put an Erin Condren coil clip on there, and this is how I get it to stick on here. And I love this key because it's not flimsy at all. This thing is like thick, and all I do is remove the old expense trackers that I had, and then just replace them with new ones since I remove everything. So like that, you see, it just removes, and then you just put new ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. If you guys are interested in anything that you guys see, all the stickers are from my shop, erikalifevlogs. You can get it at erikalifevlogs.com. If you want the direct link, just expand the description box and you'll find it, and I'll have the affiliate links for my Erin Condren planner as well, along with the task card and coil clip, in case you're interested. But anyway, that is how the November looks like. I know I'm kind of a little bit of chit chat right now, but I've been gone for so long that I'm like, at least in my head, it feels like I've been gone for so long. I haven't filmed in such a long minute, but that is how the calendar looks like. And I just love it. I love it, you guys. I freaking love it. Currently, we're on the 10th, so I've already have like a whole week and a half that I have not like updated my expenses on, but it's fine because I just cash stuffed my envelopes. Like I've been running on nothing. So that's why I was like, I need to do this. So now that I have that done, now I'm going to put the corresponding layout that needs to go with it. And I think I'm going to do, I'm going to put coffee washi here. And what I mean by that is this one. And this is going to be where my weekly check-in goes. So if you guys don't know, weekly check-in, it just gives me a visual of how my spending has been going. This also helps me see how much like I'm spending on money. I mean, how I'm spending my money on money. Yeah, you know what, whatever. Clearly I can't talk. I'm like, but this gives me a representation of how much I'm spending in certain categories. It helps me decide, like, do I need to bump up these categories? Do I need to lower them? And so on and so forth. So that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and lay down the weekly check-in. Now, I'm pretty sure I had expenses for week 1. I just didn't care too much to log anything in since I had not been like focusing on budget whatsoever. Literally getting my life together as of like yesterday or the day before, who knows. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down. And if you guys are wondering, my stickers are premium matte. For the new year, I am planning on wanting to change my sticker paper. Not because I don't like the quality, but because I think I found an alternative that I enjoy better. However, I'm yet to test it out. And I'm hoping that it'll launch with the January kit. Which, by the way, brings me to, while I do this, talk about Black Friday. I've gotten emails, DMs, and requests to do Black Friday sale. And I did polls on Instagram. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have decided that I am going to do a Black Friday sale. It's going to be a 2-day sale because it's going to be for Black Friday, specifically Black Friday. It's not going to be Thanksgiving because I will respect that because a lot of you guys wanted, like more than 50% wanted you guys wanted to not be on Thursday. You guys wanted to be on Friday. I'm going to have the sale Black Friday, like the actual Friday. I'm going to have 30% off for that day, 24 hours. And that will include my January releases. I will release them that day as well. They will not include doodle stickers, you guys. They will not include these little doodle sheets because they're so tiny and inexpensive as it is. So I'm not going to put the sale on the doodle sheets. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just not happening. But everything else will be 30% off, okay? Everything in my shop besides the doodle sheets will be 30% off, and that would be 24 hours for Black Friday. And then for Cyber Monday, it will be the exact same thing, 30% off all Cyber Monday. So if you miss it on Friday, you still have a chance for Monday because I know a lot of people want to do their Thanksgiving. They want to actually go and shop at the stores. So in case you got a little bit extra money left around, lying around, you want to shop my shop, you can do that on Friday or Monday. So yeah. And I'm really excited because I will be offering my January kits that day. So mark it on your calendars. Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, 30% off, everything except doodles. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go ahead and finish laying this down. and now we'll be right back. Okay, let me just finish this. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is how the weekly check-in is looking like. For those who are interested, the categories that I have are groceries, gasoline, spending, and unbudgeted. And I put buffer just in case, because sometimes I will roll over money from the previous month and just keep it in there. And the way I do it is because I'm 100% like debit card user now. I have a separate checking account that I use with Betterment. If you guys are interested, I'll have that link down below, but I have that just for these categories. Like, so any cash envelope money that I have for these categories goes into that specific bank account, and that is the only bank account I use for these categories. That's it. And then my primary checking account is just for bills, so I keep all of that separate now, because like I said, like this first week of November I freeballed it, and yeah, that primary checking account was a hot mess that I need to balance out. So when I got paid again, I made sure to transfer all of this nonsense out. So I know for week 2 I gave myself $75 for groceries. For gasoline, I gave myself $50. For spending, I kept it at $125 because that just works. And I believe for my unbudgeted slash buffer, it literally was like $3.73. That's literally what I had in my bank account the whole time I was working with in that specific checking account with Betterment for these categories. Like I said, the first week of November was a hot mess. Didn't budget, didn't separate anything, so it all got mumble jumbled. So now week 2, I'm on it, dealing with all the mess I created, and back to using that one specific card. So if you guys are interested in having a separate checking account for all your cash envelopes because cash is not working for you, try a separate checking account, transferring in and whatnot, and trust me, it'll help tons. And Betterment doesn't have any fees or minimums or anything like that, and you do get a debit card, so that's awesome. So anywho, back to what I was doing. So this is gonna be the weekly check-in, and once I start, you know, filling in my expenses for the month, I will start filling out these pages, and then this will just tell me how much I'm remaining on all of these categories. Like I said, this is going to be new for me to test out the waters, how I do with groceries. Gasoline might be a whole new level, you guys. Gasoline in LA is so expensive. My area is currently at $4.97, $5.01, $4.83, so it's not very fun. And I see you guys complaining about your gas prices, and I'm just like, you want mine? I'm like, count your blessings right now. Count your blessings. But anywho, now I want to go ahead and move on to this side, and I think, yeah, I'm gonna do, I think it's the washi blue, and I'm gonna do savings. I think yeah, why not? Let's just do this. If I have like double washi that doesn't work, that's fine. I'm not gonna mind it. I'm gonna go ahead and just write down all my savings, which is another category that I kind of want to reformat, because the way I'm using it now is different than how I was using it before, since savings is now like a priority to me. I'm like, not like super intense like it was for like debt payoff. However, it's still very much present, and that I try to keep up with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and write this down. But the reformat that I want to do for savings category is, I actually want to have the account over here on the left side. I want to have like the transfer date here and keep everything else the same. So not much of a reformat, just a switcheroo, because I feel like I need more account description than I do of a description for the date that I do stuff. So that is what I want to do. But essentially, let's talk about my savings, because a lot of people have questions about my savings, especially if you guys are new to the channel. Like I said, I'm Erika, I'm 28, single, living by myself, handling all this with one income. So this is how my savings look after becoming debt-free. If you guys are interested in my debt-free videos, I'll link them up in the card above or down below in case you're interested. Check them out. Super motivational, I swear. I love hearing you guys' success stories and how I inspire you, so that makes me super happy to hear. So share your wins down below in the comments below, because that always makes me happy, you guys. Always does. But anywho, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to actually put the count here, and we're just going to ignore that, okay? I'm going to reformat this for January. Trust me, I will. But the first account that I always have on here is my emergency fund. And if you guys want to learn about my emergency fund, I'll also leave that link up in the card above or down below. I ended up doing a 3-month emergency fund. I was aiming for 6 months, however, it wasn't making me happy. Let me zoom you guys in just a tad bit. And the balance right now, I'm trying to figure out how I do it. I think I'm gonna put, maybe let's put account, beginning balance, plus or minus, and balance. How about that? Can I do that? I think that's how I'm gonna reformat it. But give me your thoughts and opinions down below. But my emergency fund, and that is currently at, you guys, I'm gonna show you my Betterment account like that. You guys can see that this is where I keep my stuff. So it'll focus. This is my cash envelope system right here. It is all mixed in together. I mean, you could add accounts if you have that button right there. You could add accounts and just have as many checkings accounts as you want, I guess. But here is my emergency fund right there. So currently my emergency fund is starting at $7,619.22. You can see the cents and whatnot just because it is a high yield savings account. Not very high. I don't care. I just care that Betterment offers a debit card option, so if I need to transfer money out into the checking account, I can, and I can just swipe it and be totally okay. So that's one of the reasons why I chose Betterment, you guys, and not like Capital One or Ally, because I want to be able to access my money immediately with my card. So anywho, that is one of the one of my savings accounts. So my emergency one, never touch it, never will, unless I have some type of emergency, but I don't. The next one that I want to write out for you guys, and I don't think you guys see this one at all. I think this is going to be new to you guys, but I do own it and I have it on there, and that is my personal one. So this one I use in case I'm in the mood for buying something and I don't want to use credit because debt is very tempting, and if I don't want to use my savings, then I don't need the damn items. But I have this just as like a mini emergency fund, as you would call it. You know how like before you, like if you follow Dave Ramsey's steps, you do $1,000. Well, this is kind of mine for like in case I want to blow money and I don't want to harm my budget. I have this one, and this one currently sits at $585.02. Next, the one that I have just started, which you guys have seen, and that is my little house fund. This is my baby one. This is what is keeping me motivated to keep saving, basically, because it's a lot easier to throw it in here than at this big mama bear here. Don't ask me why. This is just motivating. And currently, that one started at $100.02. This one I keep with Marcus. I don't know why. I like to have separate bank accounts, but I do, you guys. I have so many bank accounts. Don't even judge me. Don't judge me. But this one's like one of those Capital Ones and Ally banks where it's just online savings. Like there's like no physical card, no nothing. This is just, I ship it off to the mobile digital world, and that's where it sits. So my house one is there, and I've saved 2 cents in interest. So that is technically the current savings that I have. And we're gonna go ahead and close that out just so. So of course I do have a savings for my shop and YouTube. However, since I don't share any of that, I don't write it on here, but I do want to show you guys that I do have like savings that I do want to share with you guys, so you guys can see that, you know, savings don't have to be like super exaggerated, like don't feel like you're too behind, because even having $100 is better than nothing. So that is how that is looking like. And now let's move on to sinking funds, because I feel like sinking funds are different from savings. Don't ask me why, but they are. I think the justification that I have is that sinking funds are a constant use and expense, whereas hopefully this has been in focus the whole time. Sorry if it has not. Like I said, sinking funds is a constant use of money. Like it's constantly being used up, it's constantly being replenished, whereas savings, this is a no touching zone. You don't cross that line. So that's how I see it. And while sinking funds, I'm like, okay, there's a reason for them. There's a reason why I filled them up. And there's a reason that they have that amount of money, because it needs to get used up at a certain point, at a certain date and time. And it should be guilt-free. Before, I used to be so guilty, like feel like the worst of having to spend it. And now that I have like this savings section, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, sinking funds, that's what it's meant for. It's meant to be spent because that's what I created them for. So now that I have the difference, sinking funds are no longer like a guilty spend aspect anymore. It's more like, yep, necessary. So I know my freaking thoughts are a hot mess sometimes, but that's how I see everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and write them down. Now that it's the end of the year, I don't actually have a ton of sinking funds. If you guys want to see how my sinking funds started at the beginning of the year, I'll also link that up in a card above or down below in the description box. So always remember to expand it. This November, they have dwindled down significantly, and I'll promise I'll do like an updated planner flip. But currently I have cart maintenance, AAA membership, and I think, and since I do have them in two separate formats, I do have part cash, part mobile banking. They're kind of everywhere, but I'll show you how they are. So the first one, like you guys saw, is cart maintenance. This one dwindled down significantly because we had like a death in the family, or like in our friendship group, and I used that money for like donation purposes. So currently in cash, I only have $100. Because I did just pull out from here, because you know the best thing to donate is cash. So this was the only cash I had available, so I grabbed it from there. So I have $100 available cash, and the rest is on my mobile bank. So in total for this category now, I have is 165. The year is almost over. I think the only thing I might be having to do pretty soon is an oil change, if anything. But my tires look great. The thread is pretty awesome. I did get a flat already, and let's hope I don't get any more this year. So that is my cart maintenance. And I had already had a separate account for car tags, so that's not involved in this. So that one was gone because I also paid my car tags in October. Next, I do have a medical. Medical is completely online as well, just because when I go to Kaiser, I just swipe my debit card. When I need to pay a co-payment or pay for a prescription, I just swipe my debit card, and it's just been easier that way. So for that one, I have a total balance beginning of $268 with 52 cents. I had depleted it because of my dental work, but I've tried to fill it up. Once again, because I do tend to go get prescriptions a lot, dealing with anxiety and all that nonsense and therapy. This kind of has to come in handy, so this is one of the reasons why I replenished it. And I also had like upcoming dentist appointments, so medical is always a strong sinking fund to always have. And then next, I do have the Christmas one, which I'm still currently working on. I think this is the last month I'll work on it, and I'm trying to do it before Black Friday hits. I want to have that fully funded, and currently that started at $500. I think my goal is $600, and then I'll do a budget and then figure out how to allocate those $500. But for now, that is what that's looking like. And then the last and not least category that I have is my AAA membership. That one is going to kick in December, and that one is at $84. I'm not sure what the balance to pay for this month for December will be, because it does increase yearly. However, so far I'm going to keep it at $84. And I'm going to go ahead, and it might go lower because I'm going to remove a person. So I'm going to have that just like that. And then I'm going to make my lines. Well, actually, I'm not going to make lines yet. I'm just going to leave it like that. And I'm going to add this up. So what I have for my sinking funds currently is $1,017.52. So that is how that is looking like. And the only thing that I like to put underneath this afterwards is just like an expense log in case I use my sinking funds or whatnot. And I might use it for Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay this down real quick. so I can have some type of tracker available so I can write my expenses. So I go ahead and put my expense log real quick. Jesus, I can't do anything with nails, you guys. All right, so that will be the end for me for this video. It is very long as it is, so sorry if I was very chatty, but I finally have most of my spreads done. So you guys are interested in my calendar view to help me see my paydays and my bill scheduling, and then also to track my expenses. And then right after that, I do have my trackers for my savings, my sinking funds, and if I spend anything within those categories, and my weekly check-in, which corresponds with my monthly tracking here. Of course, you guys have seen my November budget, and hopefully after this video on the next day or a day or two later, you guys will see my paycheck budget. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment down below. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.